I'm currently running the latest version of Kali Linux on a VirtualBox on my Windows 11 PC. It runs smoothly, allowing me to explore Linux within my Windows environment. Welcome back everyone. Today, I'll show you how to install Kali Linux on a VirtualBox on a Windows PC. If you're interested in cybersecurity or pen testing, stay tuned for this step-by-step guide. So let's get started. Now, before installing Kali or any other operating system on a VirtualBox, the first thing you need to do is to ensure the virtualization is enabled on the Windows PC. To do this, right-click on the taskbar and select Task Manager. Click on the Performance on the left side. You'll see whether virtualization is enabled or disabled. If it's enabled, you're good to go. As you can see, mine is enabled. If it's disabled, you'll need to enable it in the BIOS settings. Next, let's open a browser and visit the VirtualBox official website. I left the link down in the descriptions. Here, you'll need to download two things: the VirtualBox platform and the VirtualBox extension pack. On the left side, find VirtualBox platform packages and click on Windows Host. On the right side, download the VirtualBox extension pack by accepting the terms. Once both files are downloaded, you'll need to download the Kali Linux ISO file. Open a new tab and let's search for Kali Linux download. And click on this first link. Choose installer image and scroll down to find the latest version, which should be 2024.4. Click on the download icon to start the download. The file is 4.1 GB, so it might take some time. Once you have all three files downloaded, let's install the VirtualBox. Navigate to where you downloaded the files and let's double click on the VirtualBox setup file. Click yes to allow the changes, then proceed through the setup by clicking on next and accepting the terms, and then click on install. Once the installation is complete, click finish and the VirtualBox dashboard will open. Next, we need to install the VirtualBox extension pack. So let's go back to where you downloaded the files and double click on the Oracle VirtualBox extension pack and just follow the prompt to install it. And now let's set up the Kali Linux and VirtualBox. Click on the new icon and give it a name. I'll call mine Kali Linux. Set the type to Linux and subtype to Debian, and the version to Debian 64-bit. In the hardware section, allocate memory. Now I recommend at least 4 GB depending on your system's RAM. If you're not sure how much RAM you have, go to your task manager, click on the Performance tab, then Memory, and you should see it here. Mine is 32 GB. Just assign half of what you have, so I'll just assign 16. For the processor, allocate half of the cores count. Again, go to the task manager, Performance, then CPU, and you should see your cores here. Mine is 6, so I'll assign 3. And set the hard disk space to at least 20 GB or more. Once done, click Finish. Next, click on Settings for your Kali Linux virtual machine. In the General tab, let's go to Advanced and set the shared clipboard to bidirectional, which basically allows you to copy and paste content between your host operating system, that's your main computer, and the guest operating system, that is the virtual machine. Under System, ensure that hardware virtualization is enabled. In the Display section, increase the video memory to the maximum of 128 MB. Under Storage, select Empty Disk, click on the CD icon, and let's choose the Kali Linux ISO we downloaded earlier. Select it and click on Open. In the Network section, set the adapter to either NAT or bridged adapter. Click OK to save the settings. And now let's click on Start to power up the virtual machine. When the Kali Linux page appears, choose Graphical Install and hit Enter. Here, select your language and keyboard layout. For the hostname, keep it as VBox or change it if you like. Keep the domain name as default. Set up your user account and password. Then configure the clock and time zone. When you reach the partitioning setup, select Guided, Use Entire Disk. Keep this as default and continue. Select Yes for write the changes to disk. Next, you'll see a software selection page. Keep all options as is and click on Continue. Select Yes to install the Grub bootloader, which basically manages the boot process, allowing users to select which operating system or kernel to boot into after installation is complete. And continue. Here, select the hard disk and click Continue. Once everything is installed, click Continue to reboot. And once restarted, select Kali Geno Linux and press Enter. Then you'll see the login screen. Here, enter your username and password, the ones you set up earlier, and log in. And now we are in the Linux desktop. Now to maximize your Kali Linux, from the VirtualBox menu, click on View and select Full Screen. And click on Switch. And now you should be in full screen. And now you should be able to enjoy your Kali Linux on a VirtualBox within your Windows PC. You can browse the internet, play a YouTube video, and do anything else you want. Now, one thing I suggest to do is to update your software or packages before using your Kali Linux. From the top left corner, click on the terminal icon to open it, and let's update your packages by typing sudo space apt space update and hit enter. It will ask you for your password, enter it, and press enter. Then to install the updates, type sudo space apt space install space linux hyphen headers hyphen generic and press enter. Then type Y to confirm. And it should start downloading and installing any available updates. And there you have it. You are now ready to enjoy Kali Linux on your VirtualBox. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Bye for now.